taking the Corvette bumper off the car. Now we gotta undo these. They're simply just clipped in. So we'll undo those, and then we're going to go around the entire bottom part and free these clips, and that's gonna get the diffuser off the bumper. We also discovered that there is what appears to be an 8mm bolt right there, and it's at the very bottom. There's one on this side, and then one on this side as well. So undo those, and then check out all these clips that go along the entire way here that secure this to that.
Alright boys, so let's go ahead and remove those 10 mils or 8 mils, I forget which one, but you can figure it out if you were doing it. It's either 8 or 10, that's typically how it is in automotive on each side. Alright, now it's time to get to the little clips. So you're basically going to need an object to press down on the side that's like more inwards. For us on the video, obviously it's to our right. We're gonna press down on this little tab that's holding it onto the other side. Once you press it down, guys, you gotta be careful because it'll loosen it, and if you just like push it out, watch this, it's just gonna shoot out, pew, and it's gone. It's like straight out of here. That had a lot of velocity.
We also went ahead and removed these guys, which were sitting in here, and then once we got all the clips undone, the bolts, 7mm, we were able to lift this up and kind of just basically slide that bottom part off. And I'm pretty sure that even though this one's bigger, it's lighter than this one, which kind of makes sense because it's full carbon fiber. I'm pretty sure he lost weight with this bigger massive one because of the carbon fiber, and it's pretty wild because it also looks better.
That was pretty easy. It pretty much slotted right in, but we ran into a problem, and so we had to run to the hardware store, the closest one.
So we need these to come off, and then we gotta re-glue them onto the new bumper. So I guess we're just gonna pry them off and then get some super glue. Nice. So that's what it's gonna look like.
Let's take a picture. Before we get into any of that though, let's just put the wiring harness back. Let's put the clips back. Pretty much tidy this thing back up before we have to go out and get some supplies.
Now we need to go to Ace Hardware because we don't have any super glue. So we're gonna remove this, get a Dremel the excess up here, and then try to put this on the bumper on there. Because right now it doesn't really fit. We need equipment, so we're going to Ace Hardware. We just stopped by to grab some pizza, so we have that ready for the exhaust and all the mods installed, because can't be doing installs on an empty stomach. Maybe for Teslas, but not for a Corvette. Come on. Oh, that's strong. I was not ready for that. You could take a Dremel, but we essentially took a small hacksaw and just sawed off the top. That way it could fit right here, because the way this is shaped, if you have that lip, it's not gonna line up the sensor. So now it lines up a little bit better. From there, we put the sensor in, and basically we're using both hot glue and this super glue that's super viscous. And the combination of those two allow us to put the glue on here, on there, push it down and create that bondage. And that's pretty much how we're putting the sensors back into place. This one is now pretty firm in place, so we're just waiting for it to cure. And underneath, this is what it looks like. So other than that strand of glue, it looks pretty fine, but we can always remove that later. Yeah, looks good. Can't even tell. Heck yeah.
And heck yeah indeed, boys, because we finished tacking it down this side. You can see a little bit of glue coming out on the sides, but you know what? It's like overlapping the piece to the car, so I think it makes pretty good like contact. That shouldn't be going anywhere. And then if we look underneath it, which would be the outside, it looks pretty flush, so I'm happy with it.
After it cures, the bumper can then just go back on the car. In case you're curious, this is the humongous wing with 4 of these kind of spokes supporting it. And then as far as wiring harnesses go, this is your taillight, vents, carbon. This is the ADRO kit down there. We have vents, the carbon fiber. I'm assuming this is to deflect the heat since it's right next to the exhaust, so this doesn't burn. We have more sensor right here, sensor for this, but what is this? Not exactly sure what lives right here. I really have no clue what this is, but we have the wiring harness that goes along here, of course attached to the taillights. Have this plug that goes to the car. We have the sensors here that we just put in, wiring harness here, wiring harness here. Same thing on the other side, and then we have to put these back in. Are you doing that now or later?
Let's drill first.
We're gonna drill and then we'll put the rest of the wiring harness back in.
Now you might be asking yourself, why are we drilling? Well, remember those 7 mils that we took out from earlier? Yeah, so the carbon fiber diffuser does not, like, it doesn't come with pre-drilled holes. It comes with like little specks of where it would be. I'm guessing that's like because it's carbon fiber weaved and how it was built, but why wouldn't they drill it after before they shipped it? I don't know. Anyways, there's this area where it tells you kinda-ish where to drill, so we're just drilling those out.
So here are the bolts. This one's actually a 10 mil, and on the other side we have a nut. And so basically use this to just screw it in, and then as you're doing that, also hold this nut with your fingers and then just tighten it, because it has this locking washer, and that's pretty much all you need. Then you repeat that on this side over here.
And now it's time to put it back on the car. This is definitely a multi-person job. But of course we got it on there, and oh boy, oh man, does it look